What's up? It is DTM, Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator. I'm here with my best friend, Summer. She had an amazing experience with the Lose 21 Pounds in 21 days. She lost 15 pounds in 21 days, and she got rid of debilitating PMS symptoms. So I wanted her, anonymously, just because she doesn't really want to be on camera, to share her story with us. So how did you find out about the 21-day Lose 21 Pounds in 21 Days protocol?
Your posts,
okay.
Instagram, Facebook. You've been talking about it for 8 years every day. And I finally wrote down, I've done the probiotics and the enzymes before, but I finally wrote down the core 4 and all the links for core 4. And I just was like, okay, I have to order everything. How much do I need? In form of juice and everything. And yeah, and so I, with the core 4, you start every day with a cleanser and juice. And I started every morning with Shilajit, like you posted, and lemon, like you share the Shilajit. And I do lemon water on empty stomach, and then I do the cleanser. And I was like, I'm just gonna start, even though I'm eating a little sloppy still, I'm gonna start. I did 10 days, a little sloppy, and I was like, at least I'm doing it, and I'm doing the 10 days, and it's great, and it's happening, and I felt lighter, and I was like, okay, now I'm ready for the 21 day. So I started the 21 day.
So you did what you did is the 10-day reboot, because I have the 10-day reboot, the lose 21 pounds in 21 days, and then I've got the 90-day heal all protocol.
Yeah,
with the core 4.
And the first 10 days was an attempt to do 21 day, but I had like something. I cheated. I wasn't jumping on the trampoline the first 10 days fully. But then when I started the 21 day, I was jumping on the rebounder every day. Okay. I did an hour. I did 5 minutes one day. I was like, ugh. And then on day 3 and 4 of the 21 day is when I felt on the right side of my uterus, I had so much rage that day. I was crying, I was grumpy. I was like, I can't be on the phone with anyone, I can't work. And I had a hard time, but then I felt this huge release in my lower abdomen.
Weren't you dissolving something?
And I felt like it was a cyst.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a cyst. I was like, wow, I have a cyst. I didn't even know. And I've had clean, perfect periods, moon cycles, every month, my whole life. And after COVID, I mean, I was eating gluten-free pizza. I was driving all over the planet. I went to the Grand Canyon. I ate some...
Everyone got knocked off course.
But I was good for the first year. But then 2021 is when I started eating gluten-free pasta and then gluten-free pasta. So I was like, I just want to clean everything out. I want to start over. I want to start fresh. I've done the Purium millions of times, the 30-day. And I honestly, the Puridyme, you've been muscle testing and you've been doing Puridyme for forever. I had no idea that this would be, like, I'm gonna cry because I feel like this was the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life. I feel like not only did I lose weight and I was rebounding, but it was like the light of God was taking over my life. And I texted you on day 10. I was like, I'm only drinking water. I can't even do the juice. After day 8, I was like, even drinking juice feels like too much food. And I was 5 days of water fasting and working and doing sessions
while doing the
enzymes. And I fell in love with the enzymes, and I got addicted to the enzymes, and I called Puridyme. I said, can I get an overnight shipping of more enzymes? Because I was starting to run out because I had already done the enzymes the first 10 days. So doing this cleanse for me, I'm so excited, Dan, because I can't wait to do the 90 day. And I was scared. I was scared to do the 21 day. Now I'm like now I'm pumped. Excuse my language. Now I'm pumped to do the 21 day, to do the 90 day, because I was scared at first to do the 21 day. And I think the body knows that the body has fear because it doesn't want to let go of parasites and energy. And I let go. And on day 21, an old memory from, I can't even tell you. I'm suddenly sitting on the floor talking to my friend, and I'm sharing this old memory from I was 17, and it's just coming out of my mouth, and I feel that's because of the cleanse. The cleanse doesn't even, not just cleanse your cells, your body, but it was cleansing my soul.
Yeah.
And it felt like God came back, and it literally is the light of God cleanse. Like, it's so penetrating of the soul. Like, no wonder you vibrate in such a high frequency, because the Paradigm actually has such a frequency of divine light in it, and you feel that when you take it. And it's like, the juice is great, you know. And I had coconut yogurt every day, so I did all the juices, and I did coconut yogurt, probiotic yogurt, and with blueberries. And then the salad in the evening, I love my salad, and I didn't even want to eat the salad, so I had like one bite, and then I was like, I'm full.
So the enzymes are light. Enzymes are spark plugs of light. So that's what the world hasn't caught on yet, but the enzymes are about to explode on planet Earth, supplemental enzymes, when people get wind of this. And so you lost 15 pounds in that 21-day period. And tell the ladies about how you told me that you just had no PMS at all.
Okay, so first of all, this is a miracle, because every month for months, my moon cycle has gotten worse. I'm a solo entrepreneur. I run my own whole enchilada, and 6 days out of the month, I'm not working. I'm resting. I'm resting. I'm laying flat. I don't have a lot of energy, and I've had the last 2 moon cycles, I've had pain. And the one before I did the cleanse, I had pain in my back. That's never happened. So I knew something was wrong. I knew something wasn't right. And I was like, I never take painkillers. I never do anything. I eat a plant-based food diet. And I was just, something's got to shift immediately. And so just in one moon cycle, I was flying like a kite. I thought maybe I would still need to rest. I was working during my moon cycle, and walking and hiking down to the beach, and full of energy and creative and up and running like it wasn't even a moon cycle. I had 6 days of a full cycle, and I couldn't even believe it, honestly. And I had started taking a little bit of herbs as well, and I was doing what else was I doing? It was the cleanse. I know, lightening the load and cleansing out, and the blood purifier of the herbal blood. I know when I was taking that one, and that whole day 3 to day 4 was purifying the lining of something, breaking things down. And I had consulted with an acupuncturist too to take herbs, and so I was taking some more herbs and drinking flaxseed oil. So I was drinking a little more flaxseed oil, which I don't really recommend like at all. I don't know, but the omegas she was recommending. But yeah, and I would go to bed and rest. I would take a bath every day and stretch, and I was lifting weights and doing yoga. But more than anything, from the fear of not wanting to really do it, always being afraid of the herbal blood, to now just taking it and seeing, oh, it's my ego, my body's shadow that is holding on for dear life to the decaying death of like these cycles within cycles that were not this eternal life. And finally my body was regenerating. No wonder you always say regenerate your life, because I feel that my cells were completely regenerating. Yeah,
on raw foods and the core 4. And that's the thing, I mean, it holds on. It holds on. That's the war. Fear, love, God, the devil, whatever you want to call it, darkness, light, you know, and our job is to mobilize the forces of light against the forces of darkness, because really you know, that's how we're going to get the energy flowing through us and become superconductors of the divine. And you have to really understand the mission statement of Lou Corona, Phil, and Dave, you know, over at Phil and Dave Gaynor, president, the formulator. Lou Corona is the president, you know, and so they're really doing some amazing energetic intentional work there. And also what happens with the paradigm is that not a single drop of anything toxic, metals, mold, nothing gets by it. If it doesn't pass, they test everything on the way in, they formulate it, and then they test it again on the way out, and they have paperwork for every single batch. So there's an intention there. They get the A+++ rating from the Health Ranger on the purity of the products, which is very hard to get. And then the FDA gives them a AAA rating as well for the facility. And not only that, but the concept of enzymes being that everyone is so depleted in their endocrinology and their gastrointestinal tract because everybody eats cooked and processed foods all day, every day for their whole lives. So there's a diminishment in enzyme potential, and that's the potential of the light. And the fear, the microorganisms in your gut that are afraid of the herbal blood, that's why you have to be bold and courageous and just put them down anyways, because it's all going to start coming up, and that's the hard part for people to detoxify. So you lost 15 pounds. Have you kept it off? Pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much. I haven't been exercising as much because I'm working towards a goal right now that's really been taking up a lot of my work time. But what's so exciting is that I finally started, and I feel like I've only just begun. And I feel the 90-day is like, okay, now we're talking. And what I want to say is that Lou Corona did a video with you a long time ago, and he talked about gorilla milk, and he put it in this IV at the hospital for this guy. He was not talking. He was in a coma. After 2 hours, this guy drinking Lou Corona's famous. He
wasn't drinking it. They put it in the feeding tube.
They put it in the IV.
In the feeding tube.
In the feeding tube.
I said the IV in that video, and I was wrong. It was the feeding tube.
They put it in the feeding tube.
Don't intervene. Don't.
Yeah, don't
inject gorilla milk into your arm. Do it through the feeding tube, or just drink it.
Okay, so it was in. Okay, so I didn't know that. So that
I said that in the video. I said he put it in the IV, and everyone was like,
in the feeding tube.
Hella comments.
Well, the feeding tube, but the key of this, why I want to share this, is that after 2 hours, this guy was speaking. And then for whatever reason, they didn't keep him on it, and he did die. He crossed over.
He went back into the coma, then they pulled the cord because the family didn't want to pay.
And so whatever.
Gorilla milk woke him up. The enzyme potential in the gorilla milk woke this guy up out of a coma through a feeding tube. And that's what you'll be doing for yourself.
And I want to say, I don't know what you're doing in your life. If this could be one thing that you do for yourself, is to do the 21-day right now. And I'm going to do it with you. And I want to say, stop what you're doing, order the freaking Core 4. And I'm not a promoter of Paradigm. I'm just a person that loves God and light. And I just would say, don't waste a freaking second of your life. Just do the Core 4 a couple times a year, once a year, and just clean out. And it is a regeneration, and know God through your physical form, because we're supposed to embody it through the body. And one day maybe I'll do a video.
On a video,
yeah, because I'm really grateful, Dan.
Well, you've been going around and telling everybody, so they're all, because they're like, what did you do? And so all the people over here
everyone wants to do it.
Everyone wants. So I got to do more videos and get it dialed in on the website and try to explain it even more. I know I go over and over it, but then it's just people don't do it. And then I had a consult this morning, and he's like, more questions. So that's why I keep making the videos. But I live it year round, so I'm like always at the perfect weight, always at the energy, never tired unless, like, you know, I'm flying or something crazy. I'm on the other side of the world. But I mean, you can just get your gut so healthy, and you can get your blood so clean, and you can just cultivate that light constantly, because the darkness is like, no, I don't want to feel it, I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear it. And that's the battle. And the structure, the structure is the heal all protocol.
Yeah.
You know, the core 4, you get liquefied, you get hydrated, you get energized, you get the minerals and all the slime and the sludge and the tumors and the waste matter and the waste that's blocking up the women's reproductive, and the waste that's blocking up the male reproductive, and you come alive.
It is, you come alive. And I was hiking and I went to all these beaches and I drove to all these places and I was like, I'm on my moon cycle. How am I flying like a kite up the mountain and working and doing all these things? And so now I'm sharing it with everyone, because honestly, it's not just for weight loss. It's to lose the weight on your shoulders. Yeah. It's to really know that we're not a son of, we're not son and daughters of man. We're son and daughters of God. We're here as creation, and our birthright and our living birthright is to be connected to source. And that sluggish energy, if anyone's tired or having thoughts or stuck or anything, you just do a couple days of the frickin' 21 day and you're starting to feel really good.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, lady, you need to go to the airport right now, because I know what time it is and I know what time your flight leaves. So perfect timing, actually. Perfect timing. So thanks for sharing, Summer. Amazing. Thanks for watching this video. I will answer more questions. I personally love the core 4. I use it every day. Unless I'm water fasting, then I just go straight on water. But I live the lifestyle, and I'm telling you, man, I'm feeling really, really good for a guy who's almost 50. So God bless you all. I'll see you all soon on the next video. Thanks for the thumbs up. Tell Summer she did a good job. And one of these days I'll get her on video and you can see her face. Okay. Okay, go to the airport. Right. God bless you. Aloha. Talk to you soon. Aloha.